Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here. Today is Thursday, December 10th, and it's a wonderful day. I'm excited. I mean, we're moving right along with December. I'm doing my weekly check-in today, and we're just going to see where the numbers are. I have not pre-done the numbers, so hopefully I can get through this video without making any mistakes. But the weekly check-in is awesome because as you're going through your budget, you need to know what's going on and where the numbers lie and where are you over budget, where are you under budget, and all kinds of information. So I love doing a weekly check-in now. It's something I haven't always done, but I am glad I'm doing. This is my bill calendar here. I just love this as my first page because I love the stickers, I love the decoration. It has more decoration than my other expense tracker calendar. So let's move on to that and jump there. Here. There we go. Went right to it. Look at that. I still have stickers on this one, but not as many because I have to put my expenses in the calendar. So I just put a few in a few places. I did have one no spend day so far. I was hoping to have a no spend day today, but then I realized it was chicken night, that we cook chicken on Thursday nights especially for my kids, and you know, they're very rigid in their diet. So Mom, we have to have chicken. So I had to run to the store and get some chicken, and I needed some potatoes because we were having steak and potatoes. So I got a couple items there. And earlier in the day, my husband picked up Chick-fil-A for lunch. That's why we had steaks tonight, because we already had chicken for lunch. So anyways, today's the 10th, and we do have a lot of transactions, mostly last Saturday, and Sunday. I'm just having trouble keeping up. Amazon is kicking my butt. I'm getting packages left and right. It's the best way to shop right now if you don't want to be in a store, and I do not want to be in stores right now. But oh my gosh, I forget what I buy. I need to come up with a tracking system so every time I purchase something, I can make sure I know how it works, because I'm confusing myself left and right. That being said, let's move on. I'm going to put this pen away because that's the wrong pen. Take this pen. So what I normally do for my weekly check-in, and I'll show you the weekly check-in page. So there we go. So this was week 1, and that turned out really good. Very positive, low numbers. And then this is week 2. I'm pretty sure we're all in budget here except for the miscellaneous category, but I'm okay with that. I have enough in the buffer to cover it. And a lot of the stuff that I bought actually came out of the buffer, and I'll show you that in my paycheck 1 closeout that I'll be doing in my next video. So yeah, you're going to see a lot of crazy numbers in that video, so stick tuned to that. But week 2 looks pretty good except for my miscellaneous. This is how I kind of figure what paychecks and how much money to do week to week for my months. I just use my notes page over here, which I absolutely love. So what I want to do here is I'm going to zoom you in. I'm going to use this, and I'm going to write down the totals of each of my 4 categories, which is grocery, household in pink, restaurants in blue, miscellaneous in green, and gasoline in purple. So, and I color in these little edges here where there's a white dot so I can see, you know, which one is which. It's easy to tell based on the name of the company, you know, like Papa John's, you know that's eating out because it's pizza. So anyway, here we go. Let me zoom you in and I will be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. Here we are. So I am going to start with the grocery household. It's always my beginning, so it's the first on the list. So I'm going to put GH here. And then I'm going to put the amounts that I see that's in pink. And I only have one right here, which is 65, 62. And then I have some over here. So one thing I did start up again that I used to do that I stopped doing for a while is this HelloFresh. And I'm including that in my grocery household spending because it is groceries for me. I was my husband just came back from being out to sea with one of the ships in the Navy and as a contractor for the Navy. And when he got home, trying to get in the groove of, you know, shopping and buying stuff for dinner and cooking meals again, because I ate very light while he was gone. I didn't cook big meals. I wasn't cooking steak and potatoes. I wasn't cooking, big full meals like I normally did. I got overwhelmed. I don't know what it was, but I was so overwhelmed and I couldn't handle it, and it was just not fun at all. And he looked at me and I talked to him. I said, can I do HelloFresh again? Because I can't even go to the store right now. I was having a serious panic attack. And he's like, yeah, just start up HelloFresh. I mean, I have gone to the store. I've done Walmart pickups and stuff like that. And we did run to the store tonight, but I just could not meal plan. And it was just crazy. So, yeah, I went ahead, and this is for, even though I'm paying on Monday of this week, the package actually doesn't get here until Saturday the 12th, and it will be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday's meals, because there's 3 meals in the box. So those are 3 days I don't have to worry about. That gives me 2 days to think about, and Friday and Saturday, usually we go out to dinner. And dinners are the worst for me to remember or figure out how to cook for, so that's where most of my issue was coming from. So I'm glad to kind of get that relief and that break, and I'm just going to include it in the grocery budget. So on the 5th, I had Food Lion for $65.62. On the 6th, I had Walmart for $32.68. Food Lion for $7.15, and then another Walmart pickup for $70.08. So I had several on the same day because not all the same stores had the same things, and I just had to run around everywhere. And that's another thing with HelloFresh. I don't have to run around everywhere. They have it prepackaged and made, and I'm just thrilled to do it again. Let's see, $63.28. That's for 3 meals in a box for once a week, and I'm just thrilled. Okay. Now, a lot of this stuff is early Christmas meal shopping as well, desserts and stuff like that. My parents are coming into town. It's my, and birthday. My goodness, my son is turning 22. I keep saying he's almost 22. His birthday's on Christmas Eve, and we're really excited for him. In fact, this week, we just had his room painted his favorite football team color, and it looks amazing. It's Cleveland Browns. And oh my gosh, we are so excited. And I just love his room. And he is so happy with his room. I know they're not the best football team, but he loves the Cleveland. He's a diehard Cleveland Browns fan. He just knows everything about him and loves it. And his dad's a diehard Cleveland Brown fan too. So yeah, I might find my husband in there kind of more often because, it's a cool room. So he's really excited about that. So, but yeah, the $117 is for all kinds of shopping, Christmas shopping, for food, desserts, and extras for the holidays. And then, like I said, today I had to run to Food Lion because we didn't have a package of chicken. I usually have leftover chicken in the freezer to make chicken for dinner, and guess what? Did not have it. So I'm going to total these up real quick. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back. So we spent $372.72. And that's pretty on par for us because at the beginning of the month, that's when we buy most of our goods. Most of our meats come at the beginning of the month, and then I just spread them out for a few weeks, and it works best for us to have it all at the beginning. That's where most of our money comes in. We're heavy in pay at the beginning more than we are at the end. So yeah, that's what works for us. So that's not bad for this week. It's a little more. I usually try to do 300 the first week, 300 second week, and then that's $600. And I keep it under 1,000, so that leaves 400. So 200 and 200 if it's 2 more weeks left in a month, or 200, 150, and 50, depending on if I do a 5 week or whatever. So it just depends on how many weeks I'm counting for and the income and how things are changing up. So grocery household, but this is a little high, but not too high that I'm not upset. I budgeted plenty for that. And I had plenty left over from last month because we didn't spend as much at the first of the month. Okay, so let me clear that. We're moving on to restaurants. So let me write that down here. And let's go back to last Friday. because every Friday is pizza night. This Friday, though, on the 11th, it's going to be different. We're actually going out to dinner with some friends. My boys are still having pizza. They're staying home. But we aren't, my husband and I are not. We're going to meet some friends. We're going to have dinner, and it's going to be awesome. So $34.72. And then, let's see, El Toro Loco. It was a new Mexican restaurant nearby, and we tried that, and it was actually really good. Not very expensive. We left a generous tip. I think we left a $10 tip is what my husband did. He tries to tip a little bit more over the holidays, so. Arby's, which I don't think I ever want to do again because I didn't feel good after eating Arby's. But my husband loves it. I don't know why. Okay, Chick-fil-A. I was out running around and getting stuff. And I was hungry. And it was breakfast. So I got Chick-fil-A. And who doesn't love their Chick-fil-A biscuits in the morning? Oh my gosh, amazing biscuits. And then my husband picked it up for lunch today. 16. There we go. So that is all the restaurants right there. So let me total that up and I will be right back. Okay, so that was $120.75. I do hope I am totaling these up properly because I really don't want to have to go back and look for any mistakes. I don't have gasoline, so I do have, what's left? Miscellaneous, and I have a lot of those. In fact, so much so I'm going to need another sticky pad because this is not enough room. So I'm going to peel this guy off. Oops, I marked my planner. Put it off to the side here. Erase what I just marked. Love an erasable pen. They're awesome. So the first thing I got was this paddle.com, and it's a Mac cleaner program that I downloaded that was recommended by another YouTuber that was that he uses for his Mac, and it really made my machine so much better. Absolutely loved it. This is a 1-year subscription for $34.95, and it's keeping my computer in tip-top shape, so that's why I got that. I saw these really cute Christmas banners and a table runner on Amazon, and you know, it's the month of spending, so I bought that. And I just needed some new decorations. I hadn't had any in a long time, and so I went ahead and got that. And then I bought a wreath for $36.94. The problem with that is I think over here somewhere on Amazon, I bought a wreath too. So I actually bought 2 wreaths. And yeah, I forgot about the first wreath. So it's not good. Yeah, my spending is way, way out of control, and I need to get it together. And my husband just laughed at me. One of them will probably just send back and get our monies back, or we'll use both of them. I have no idea. One was $24 and one was $36. So moving on, I got baby blankets, and it's so cute because they are the baby blankets for, what are they called? I don't know what they're called, but you lay the baby down on the blanket and it's got 12 months on it, or 11 months and 1 year or whatever. And you put this little wreath around the number and you lay the baby, and it says this is how many months the baby is. And you take a picture, and it's just so cute. My cousin Kat has one for her little girl, and she posts them online, and they're just so cute. Absolutely love it. So I bought 2 of those baby blankets, and I'm giving them to the mamas on Saturday at the baby shower, and I'm so excited for them to get it. And then I see this is a bunch of clothes and cute outfits and stuff for the babies, for the baby shower. I'm just shopping. I'm just shopping. I'm just loving it and shopping it. All right, so new babies, just bring it out at me. What else is there? Chick-fil-A, HelloFresh. No more. I have not. Oh my gosh, I've been awesome. Not all of these are groceries. That's restaurant. That's restaurant. Grocery, restaurant. No more miscellaneous. Mainly because I'm already over budget. I think that's why I stopped spending. So there we go. Let's total this up. Okay, I am back. So here are my numbers, most of my numbers, and let's get started. There we go. So the total for grocery household that I spent here was $372.72, and that's well underneath my $403.38. So let's see what we have available balance. Okay, I have $30.66, and that seems right. I'm gonna do a little bit of flipping here. I hope you don't mind. $30.66. My tracker is good. Okay. Restaurants. I have $261.90, and let's see. Oh, I'm well under there. $120.75. I'm so proud of us. I have been cooking more. I am getting better. Feeling, oh, I didn't slide it up. I'm sorry. $120.75. I put that there. So let's do the math. I'll move this out of the way. Let's see. 261.90 minus 120.75. And that gives us 141.15. Let's see what the tracker says. 141.15, they match, and this is my restaurants tracker. There we go. So miscellaneous, this is where it all went sideways, but you know, it's Christmas. Everything I started spending after that point went to the buffer unbudgeted side instead of this side because I was already over budget. So $222 is what was spent, and I budget for myself 146.54. It's 222. There we go. So I am negative 53.68. Now, I didn't spend anything in gas, so I still have my 87.96. Okay, let's check and I see my miscellaneous. 53.68. 53.68. For not going through the numbers ahead of time before I get on camera, I'm doing pretty good tonight. No mistakes, and I am excited about that because that rarely happens. So that is awesome. So let's total up our spending, total up the balance, and see if they match going across and see what our new numbers will be for week 3. So here we go. 372.72 plus 120.75 plus 222. And that gives us $693.69. All right. So our balance is left. I have $30.66 plus the $141.15 minus the $53.68 plus the 87.96. And I show $206.09. And let's see if the math continues backwards. So I'm going to add what I spent to see if I get the same thing that I budget for. So plus 693.69. And yes, check and check. So it all turned out great. Now we got to do the new numbers. So what I was hoping to do, and I tried to do last month and just confused the heck out of myself, was take that 200, put it in the savings, because I'm in savings mode because we paid off our debt back in October and no more consumer debt. We only have our mortgage, but right now we're getting ready to save our 6 months of expenses into savings and have a fully funded emergency fund. And then we'll move on to paying down the mortgage and things like that. But because I confused myself, I'm not going to do that this month. And I am going to go ahead and write out my categories here. And then the new balance is based on what I had already planned. as I showed you earlier over here. So by the week, that's week 1, week 2, and I combine those. So I know how much I need for the paycheck, because that flows and matches the paycheck time frame here. So week 1 and week 2 hits before, or are completed by the time I get to a new paycheck. And so that's how I keep in more positive numbers here. So let's get started. I'm going to fill this out. In fact, I'm going to pop this page out because it's hard to write on those rings. And as I always say, that's the best reason to have a disc planner. All right, so let's get started. In order to stay in what I want to spend for the entire month for grocery household, which is $1,000 or less, I have to carry this number over and use the number I planned for this week 3. So week 3, I'm carrying over $30.66 from the previous week, which just ended today. And then I'm going to add $200 to that, and for paycheck 2. So this might not seem a lot, and it may not be quite enough, because I do have for paycheck 4 $200 as well. If that's the case, or not paycheck, week 4. Only have 3 paycheck periods. So week 3, I'm doing $230.66. Depending on how I spend in all these categories, depends on if I'm going to need extra money or not. We will see. I will do my best, because that's creeping up on Christmas, and it's the holidays, and everybody I know is splurging on fun stuff. So that budget may bust before Christmas gets here. So we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and write that number down, $230.66. And let's see, restaurants. So restaurants, I have a ton of money in restaurants, which is somewhere where I could borrow for grocery money if I choose to. But I'm going to keep it in restaurants and then decide as I go. So $141.15 is what I have for restaurants that I'm carrying over to this pay week. I cannot talk for week 3. Okay, so restaurants, I have another $150. So that's $291.15. So, oh yeah, I can see me borrowing some money from there and putting it in my grocery household, because we just want to celebrate and eat our cares away. And I'm sure there's just going to be lots of food celebrating, considering we can't go out and celebrate so much. 1, it's cold weather. 2, it's COVID, and it's just not fun. So here we go. Miscellaneous. So I am negative in that number, but the number I am going to give myself for miscellaneous for week 3 is $125. I'm going to subtract that out so I can stay within my $550 for the month on miscellaneous. And so $53.68, and hopefully I won't go over budget. So that's only $71.32. That's not a lot of money. Will I go over? Perhaps. I don't know. It just depends, because I am spending out of my buffer, and I may just leave this alone and just use the buffer and, and be done with it. So who knows? All right, so I have $87 left over from gasoline, 96 cents, and I will be getting gas next week, probably actually tomorrow, but it will go on week 3 when I close out week 3. So gasoline, I'm adding $62.50 to that one. It gives me $150. That way, if I need gas and my husband needs gas in his car, because he's done a little bit of driving, then we are good. So these are the new balances for week 3 in our weekly check-in. And I'm going to zoom us out, and I will be right back. Okay, there it is. This is my weekly check-in. I had $200 left over. I moved it over. What I did not do, and I'm very sorry, is total up the budget for next week. So I have 230.66 plus 291.15 plus 71.32 plus 150.46. So that's a pretty good amount, $743.59, and that should get me through week 3 going into week 4. But you know, it's the holidays, so we'll see what happens. So yeah, this is my weekly check-in. This is what I have. It's working well for me. I only have 1 red. Look at that. And I only have 1 no spending. So that's crazy. But I do have a lot of spending. And if you stay tuned for my next video, it's the paycheck to paycheck video. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, you spent a lot of money. Mainly because my husband had overtime and we're just enjoying ourselves. So after you watch this video, when that one pops up, go ahead and check that one out. That will be our paycheck to paycheck budgeting. And I will see you guys next time. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel. And have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.